So hello everyone, welcome to this video where I'm working on this Scirocco, and it's actually been a while since I've done the original Scirocco video, but I haven't been able to do one with the Symphony lighting kit. Now I've been waiting for the right opportunity, and this one looks so unique, and I had to present it to the owner and be like, I really recommend this one because not only will the kit look really good on this car, but this car is such a unique looking car as well. So this is the Scirocco I'm working on, and it's got a couple of nice little mods on it, and this interior combination is just right up my street. I love that whole creamy white kind of, well, I guess it's like a oyster white kind of a thing. Yeah, I just think it looks great. So I'm gonna basically strip the doors apart, the door cards, take out the rear bench and take out the sides on the rear as well, so it takes a little bit of a while there, and the center console. So I'm going to strip the whole car apart. Now I have done all of this in the previous video showing how to do it, so I'm going to bypass all of that. So up next you'll see the car basically completely stripped apart, and just like that the car is basically all stripped out. Up next is going to be actually installing the ambient lighting. So I think I'm going to start with the rear door cards first, so I can get the rear part done, because the rear part always takes the longest to put back together. Here is everything ready, so let's start with the rears. So here's what you need to do to be able to install it onto the rear panels. So just here we've got the fabric, which is basically this part here. So you want to be able to wedge the strip bead in through that gap, and it will start coming out from this corner, and you'll be able to press it all in. Drilled in a hole just over here, that is part of the kit. You get a little drill bit, you can drill that in, and then just hot glue this piece. There's a little hole just right at the top of the tweeter, and that will slot in there perfectly. Just a little bit of hot glue, and that will sit in there just like that. And that is basically the rear panel prepped. We just got to sort out the module and the wiring going from them, from the rear cigarette lighter just there. So here's what I mean, everyone. We've got the strip just here, and just through this gap I'm going to try and feed it through. It's going to be a bit awkward to do with just one hand. So just like that, we've been able to get the strip basically through, and now that, as you can see from this side here, there it is. Now just slide this all the way out. That's the next step. And now I've got the strip pretty much all the way out. I'm gonna basically bend this panel backwards a little, so kind of like flexing it a little bit like that, so this bit's arching a little bit this way, and then using my other hand to press the strip into its groove. And then the next part after getting that piece in is just drilling a hole here. This is the piece that comes with the kit, and then we'll be able to get the storage light put in. There we go. And just in through that gap just there, that's where we want to put this little piece in. So just gonna add some hot glue in and just sit that right into that groove. Once that's in, I do add a little bit of hot glue just around it to make sure it doesn't move. So when it comes to the wiring here for the rear, the red, the live goes to the black wire, and the earth goes to the brown. That's getting sent across, brought into the back here. Now I'm going to use another T connector here to connect up to this panel, and then the other end will be soldered up to that panel just over there. The best thing about the wiring kit for the Symphony lights is that the live and earth point can be disconnected from the module. So that means you can connect up all the wiring and stuff like that as you need to with just this, and then just clip in that end onto the module after you're finished with all the wiring. So it's a great help to be able to do that. And just like that, the wiring is prepped in both sides. That side's got the T connector, this side's got the normal end. You can obviously just connect them both up the normal way and not use a T connector there, but because I'm running the wire all the way across and over, this just made a little bit more sense. So now I can put the panels back in, just connect up the live and earth little connector into the modules as I'm doing so, and then we've basically got the rear part of the car all completed. So everyone, with regards to these strips on the sides, so there's one going across here. I've popped open this panel, which is super easy. You literally just have to put in trim removal tool and it'll pop out this way. And I've attached these strips going across. Now this is going to go under here and out through to this gap just over there, up, and we've got the main module that's going to be sitting there. I've got another one of these extended pieces on the other side as well. So that's what we're basically going to be doing next, and then it's just a matter of putting the footwells into the right places and we're all done. And I'm just going to finish up the front door. So on the doors, just drill out this hole, and then you can pop off the little cover on the inside part, and that will make this hole available to use for the lighting. And then you can just glue in, or well, this one pops in, but I also add some hot glue as well, and then glue in that one as well. Now to put the strip into the right area, here is what I've done. I've put this little piece through, and that's just moved the speaker grill out a little bit, and now I can just slide this in. It is easier with two hands, but you can just push it through and then we can line it up. And with a little bit of magic, you can get this sitting in there like that. You literally, who's gonna notice that? Seriously, I wouldn't really notice that. So yeah, that is how clean this can look. So this can now go back onto the car. I'm gonna flip it around and show you guys the Live on Earth like I did in the previous video, and then we can button this all up, and pretty much once you do the center console stuff, connecting up to the Live on Earth for the cigarette lighter and mounting the footwell lights, we're done. So this is how the panel will look afterwards. Now I've taped up around here because you don't want the wires to basically end up interfering with where the screws are going to be going. So you just want to make sure, and I've done this silver tape to make it very clear for you guys what I've done there. So yeah, we've got everything connected up, back in, so everything is ready to be put back on. We've got the T connectors ready as well. I'll show you where that goes. Here on the door, so we've got these ones. The red and yellow is the live and the brown is the earth. That's a solid 12 volt live, so that will give enough power to the door and stuff like that. So everything will turn on with ignition. So yeah, not a huge amount left now. Not a huge amount left. So after all this, the live and earth is connected up. So the live is the black wire and the brown is the earth. Now we've got that connected up, and we've found the other two wires that go from this strip and the other strip, brought it over into the center console as we saw earlier. We'll just bring it through, up through this gap, and now we've got everything in the place where we can basically put this all back together. Put this down somewhere. You've got the little Velcro straps, so just add one of those, tape it down somewhere. That's all basically done. You won't ever have to touch it all again, and then we can put the footwells in the right places and button it all up. And just like that, the car is done. Shall we see the startup? I'm gonna turn the lights off and we can see the startup all together. Good does that look, everyone? So not only do we have the door handle and door storage lights done at the front, but if we come through to the back, got the storage lights there, the tweeters being lit up as well. This is a complete look.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, Mate, you smashed that.
That's stunning. Wow.
On the back as well.
Mate.
You can tell it's...
Right everyone, back in the garage again for another exit because I forgot to film one on this car as well. That Scirocco with that interior combination with that ambient lighting is pretty much exactly what I would want if I owned one of those cars. And I have to say I do love the Sciroccos. I think the interior and the exterior is a really good looking car, and with the ambient lighting I think it's just set it all off completely. You guys saw how clean it looks. I don't really need to say too much more. End of the day, I like a car with nice ambient lighting, and it just makes you feel so much nicer in the winter months, and you know, when you're driving around at night in summer, it's just a completely different vibe. If this is something you would like to get done to your car, check out my website. You can book directly through there. With the website, hopefully it'll make things a lot easier to book through, so keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you all did enjoy this video enough to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment saying that you enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully I will see you all in a future video. So until then, peace out. Bye.